I love making people happy, but by far my favorite part of this business, besides the money and the fact that I own it, of course, is making people happy. It's a good feeling to help somebody out when you know that somebody else would not have helped that person out in the same way. By far, that is the best feeling in this business. The second best feeling in this business is completely shitting and crapping all over the hopes and dreams of some arrogant, pompous fuckwit that comes in with their own diagnosis. I'm going to try to figure it out over the course of this video just why it is that I get such a sick pleasure out of crapping over somebody's DIY diagnosis. And there's a couple of common ones. The first one, most common one, would be with the screen versus chipset versus cable. Where people will go in and go, how much is it for you to just tighten the cable? And I'll look at them, or my other technician who just loves doing this will go, oh dude, that's a chipset, or oh yeah, that's a screen. That's a screen. He won't even take effort to explain why or how that is, or to talk them from the expectation of spending $20 to the expectation of spending $150 or $250. It's just, oh, no, that's a screen. No, that's a chipset. No. With a nice little smirk and a smile on his face, because a lot of the times those people are arrogant jerk-offs. And I'm not saying that people who come in saying that I need a digitizer on my iPhone are jerk-offs, because that's simple. It's cracked, it's broken. You know that that's what you need. But when somebody comes in with a checkerboard pattern on their screen, and they look at me and they go, well, I read online on this website and I've seen that the part is like $20, so I just wanted to know what your labor is. If it's like, $20 or $30 of labor, so it would be like, would it be $50 or $60 for you to fix this? Because I know it's just a cable and I know where to get the part and I know how to do it. Well, if you know what's wrong, and you know where to buy the part, and you know what to do, then why the fuck are you here? Why did you come here to waste a technician's time, to waste my time, to waste your time walking down the block to come here? If you already know everything. Well, you already know everything. That's great, you arrogant jerk-off. Now you don't have to waste my time anymore. Go ahead, do it yourself. Here, I'll even give you a kit. Here's a cable. Here's a 00 Phillips. And here's a T6. Have fun. That's one of my favorite things to do when these people come in. I give them a chair and I'll tell them, this is free. This part will be free, and I will even walk you through replacing it if you sit here. And in 5 years, only one motherfucker was actually stupid enough to do this. And he actually broke the glass while taking it off, which is something that I charged him for when I eventually went in to replace the screen. And it's not the idea that I want people to be uninformed. It's the opposite. Rather, I want people to be informed. And as I mentioned in my last video, arrogance is the enemy of being informed. Arrogance is what keeps people dumb. It's what keeps people ignorant. And I feel that it is a little bit arrogant when you go in and you demand somebody fix a problem that you don't have, just because that kind of sounds like the problem you have. That kind of sounds like the problem that you want. You want to know something about how life works? You don't get to choose your problems. Your problems choose you. You don't choose the problem. The problem chooses you. And it's not money, because I've seen this happen at other repair shops, and it wasn't until last week when I was delivering some parts to a place, and I actually got to see it happen at another repair shop, that I really had an appreciation for the fact that it wasn't the money that was making me happy. Because if it was the money that was making me happy, then I wouldn't have been happy watching this happen at another shop, because I don't get the money from the other shop. But it was just as gratifying to watch somebody else tell the customer this as it was when I watched my own technician or myself tell somebody this. And the reason is because it's fun cutting down a pompous, arrogant jackass. And again, you don't get to choose your problems in life. You don't get to choose that you have a $75 problem with your device if you have a $200 one. And again, why are you going to argue with me? If you already know everything, then just take my offer and do it for free. I'm giving you a free part and the tools to do it. Do it yourself. Have fun. Have an adventure. Enjoy. But don't bother me anymore. And at the very least, if you're going to say, oh, I don't believe you, then don't believe me and walk the fuck out of my store. Don't just sit here and argue with me for an actual 12 to 15 minutes like this stupid fuck did today over what it is. Take me up on my challenge. I'm giving you a free part. If that free part fixes it, I'm not going to say, oh wait, you have to pay for that. No, I make a deal with you. And when I make a deal with somebody, I stick to it. So if that actually fixes your computer, you can keep it. And you learn something.